All
Okay.
right. Start that and start this. Oh, we've already started. All right, Pilates stretch on this Friday morning. All right, so let's couple things to focus on, right? Is your shoulders up and back, your rib cage up, your core is engaged, like bring it in, breathe, let all the air out, and then just keep that core engaged the whole time. All right, and we're breathing nice and slowly. All right, so we're going to start off with big arm circles all the way up and around. Another thing to focus on is range of motion and trying to keep your limbs straight and, well, not straight, but lengthen them as far as you can and keeping them as straight as you can as well. All right, and other arm. 2 and 3 and the other way. 3, 2, and 1. All right, 3 shoulder rolls all the way up and around. All the way up, reach back, squeeze those shoulder blades together, and other way. Here we have Tessa playing. All right, this is a little bit of a new one here. I want you to bring your hands up. So elbows, your forearms are shoulder width apart, shoulder height apart. All right. And we're going to just bring your hands back. Try to keep those arms straight. So your biceps come by your ears. Bring those hands down to your back. We're stretching out the shoulder, right? And then come back down. Try to keep those elbows in. All right. And come back down, pushing those shoulders up. Reach those elbows to the sky and down. All right, let's just start swaying side to side, nice and slowly. Gradually getting bigger, pushing that rib cage out. Go with your breath. Push that rib cage all the way up. And then coming up to a nice, tall, lengthened stretch to the sky. We're going to come down those side walls, 6 full boot body squats. What was I saying? All right. Big breath in, going up and out, going down. Let's hear it. Fill those lungs and empty them. Squeeze those glutes at the top. One more. All the way up and all the way down. All right. And come down those side walls. All right. Let's do our hip openers. I'm not playing. It's not playtime, Callie. Nope, that'll do. All right. Let's bring that knee up and around for 1, 2, 3, and the other way. 3, 2, and 1, and the other leg. And the other way. So it looks like this stretch of weather is going to continue into next week. It's just crazy. All right, let's go up on our tippy toes. All right, squeezing those calves. We're going to do the Barbie walk down the aisle. Turn it down the all the way back. Do a pirouette and the other way, and come back. And let's pulse it up and down. Squeeze those calves and coming down. All right, let's roll our right. I'm gonna roll my left ankle. Roll your left ankle around in a circle and the other way. And let's go on the outside of that ankle. And on the inside. Up on those toes, pushing that arch forward. Roll across those toes. And let's squish that shag carpet, bring it up towards your heel. Your arch is coming up off the mat. And then if you can, keeping that arch up, wiggle your toes if you can. That's the end stretch right there. But it is hard. You have to really concentrate on wiggling those and give it a nice little shakeroo. And let's do the other foot. Rolling, rolling, rolling. And the other way. And on the outside of that foot. And on the inside. Up on those toes. Pushing the arch forward. And across those toes. Squish them into the carpet. Roll across those toes. And plantar fascia stretch. Let's go. Bring that arch up. And shake it out. All right, a little bit of balance and just our wrists too. So standing nice and tall, rib cage up, core engaged, tilt that pelvis just that tiny little bit. Okay, ground that right foot and we're going to bring that left leg up. We're balancing and we're rolling our wrist and foot other way. Point and flex. Oop, point, flex, point, flex, wave. Shake it out. And let's do the other leg. All right, get set. Up and rolling, rolling. Other way. Point and flex and point and flex and wave. Shake it out. All right, let's just jump it up and down. All right. All right, we're going to just start off right away with getting our heart rate up that tiny little bit. So step 1, 2. So starting with the right leg, right, left, kick, right, left, extend, and swing those arms. That's it. So I was up in Ottawa this week, went for a nice 30K bike ride. And we went to the horse races, which is at the K-Rock. Okay, switching legs, left, right, kick, left, right, extend. It was a lot of fun. Didn't win anything. Well, we did a couple races. I didn't win one race at the racetrack until the last race, and it went $16. So I only ended up spending not too much. I won't tell you. All right. Okay, getting back onto your mat, we're going to do side lunge crunch, but we're going to stay in side lunge first, right? So just to make sure that we're all stretched out. So get into your side lunge. And just I want you to take a nice couple of breaths in and out. Outer foot flat on the floor and your booty is back. All right, feel the stretch all the way down the middle of your inside leg. All right, let's come back up. And we're going to do side lunge crunch on that side. Ready? So side lunge, knee to elbow, right? 1, 2, 3, we're doing 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And let's do the other side. Staying here for the first to stretch it out. All right, and let's go. Side lunge, crunch. Oh, here we go. We're getting the 3 of them in here. 2, 3, booty back. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Awesome stuff. All right, now we're going to do squat and extend. So standing with your feet about hip width apart. All right. And that's booty down. And then lengthen your right arm and right leg out. And then the other side. Keeping that belly pulled into your back. Just lengthen for that nice stretch. Just warming everything up. Getting our heart rate up that bit. 1 more per side. Awesome. Okay, and now let's open up our legs. Toes are pointing outward. All right, belly pulled in. Shoulders are back. We're going down to horse. All right, so open up those toes. Booty goes back. I want you belly pulled in, and we're just going to go down nice and slowly to horse. Coming all the way down. All right, let's just pulse it all the way back up. Nice and slow. Start squeezing those glutes all the way up. And let's go up and down for 4. So all the way down, all the way up. 1, squeezing those glutes as you're coming up. 2, 3, and 4. And let's pulse it down nice and slowly again. Staying here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tilt your pelvis, and we're going to start rolling up nice and slowly. And back down. Let's do that again. Tilt your pelvis, and we're just going to come slowly all the way up. And come back down. 1 more time. All right, nice and slow, coming up. All the way up, squeezing those glutes. And let's just go right down into a side lunge from here. All right, so we're in the side lunge. Let's extend this left arm up over your head. Reaching. Bring it down. Slide across to the other side. Arm comes up and around. And coming back to the other side. 1 more. And come back to center. All right, knees on elbows. Elbows on knees. All right, ready? If you can leave your elbows on your legs and get up, or bring your arms to prayer, tilt that pelvis, and we're coming all the way up. Awesome stuff. All right, give your legs a nice little stretcheroo. Come to the end of your mat. We're going to do rag doll. So, nope, 1 last thing. Sorry, let's do small arms. Let's warm up those tiny muscles. We already did everything else. So let's relax those shoulders down, reaching wall to wall. We're going to pulse it forward 6 times. 3, 4, 5, 6. And palms are backwards. Squeeze, lengthen those arms, squeezing all those tiny muscles. You just pulse it back and feel what's working there. 6, palms are up, pulse it up. Come on, heavy bricks on those arms. 3, 4, 5, and 6, and down. 2, feel what's working. 4, 5 and 6. Jump. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right. Now we're going to ragdoll. So nice and tall, reaching for the sky. Let's come down those side walls, all the way down. All right, we're going to stay here for a second. Pulse out your feet if you need to. Stretching out. And when you're ready, their heels can come down to the mat, letting your arms just to relax down here. All right, let's move our head around in a circle and the other way as we're leaving. All right, so soft bend in the knees. We're going to roll up our spine, the middle of our spine. All right, so pulse it a tiny little bit, finding the lowest vertebrae in your back. Pulse it a couple times to find it. And we're going to roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Come on, bring that belly in. Roll that back. Chin to chest. Roll those shoulders back. Up to the sky and back down again. All right, soft bend in your knees. Right arm longer than your left. So we're opening up that left side. Pulse it, finding that lowest vertebrae. Ooh, I'm not finding it. There we go. Sometimes it takes a couple pulses to get the lowest one. So whenever you're ready, you just go. You start rolling up. All the way. Feel those vertebrae open on that left side. Roll your shoulders back. Up and down. All right. Left arm longer than your right. Remember to check that your weight is distributed evenly over both feet. Rolling up the right side. And roll those shoulders back, coming up and back down again. What do you have? Oh, that's a big chunk. Hey. All right, guys, coming down to downward dog. Sorry, I've got here. Top off. It's mine. Okay, where you go? Go on. We're in downward dog, guys. Pulse those feet out. And when you're ready, bring those heels down to the mat. Okay, we're going to push away from our hands, up on those knuckle pads. Push your chest towards those knees. Belly being pulled up to the sky, and just start swaying those hips nice and slowly, side to side. Again, I find this is a really big stretch, so I don't want you to rush it. Breathe. Lot to think about. Push your chest to your knees, belly up to the sky. Sway it. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, let's bring that right leg up high behind you. 3 kicks. Bend that knee and look underneath that right arm. Reaching that leg to that back wall. Remember to always have a nice big inhale and exhale. Straighten that leg out. We're coming into our chest for 4. 1, bring that leg back up. 2, 3, and 4. And let's bring it all the way through to our right thumb. We're in low lunge. We're going to stay here for a second. Let gravity work. Right, let's bring that right arm all the way up to the sky. Take a look at those fingers. And bring it back down, and we're switching feet. So high plank, push those shoulders back into their sockets. Left leg comes up. And right arm all the way up again. All right, switch legs. Right foot up again. Right arm up. And we're going to go right up to high lunge. So bring those hands in front of your right foot. All right. Power them together. We're powering up to high lunge. Belly to your back, so you're not arching. And we're going up and down for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Staying in high lunge. Bring those arms all the way down to the inside of this right foot. Okay, drop that left leg. So shoelace on the mat. Wiggle this right foot out to the edge of the mat. And put your hand on that knee. Push it out. And then push, bring that leg in and out. So as you're pushing in, push the knee into the palm. Same thing, knee to palm. Just in and out. That's it. Nicely done. Leave it out. You're on the edge of that foot. And we're going down to lizard. So this is high lizard. If you can, go down on your elbows. And breathe. Okay, let's bend that left leg, right, for a nice quad stretch. If you can, reach back and just grab that leg. You don't have to pull it. Just for an added little quad stretch, hip flexor stretch. Awesome. Release that. And let's wiggle this right foot to the center of the mat. Put your heel up. Sorry, your heel down. Toes are up. And you're going to make sure you're square here. So make sure your left hip is above that left knee, right? And we're going to push our booty back. Push your booty back, and then your chest comes down. Your right knee is underneath your right shoulder, making sure as you're looking down, everything is lined up. Hip over knee. Push back and down. Nice hammy stretch. All right, coming all the way back up into plank. All right, so coming up, bring that leg back. We are in plank, strong plank. Shoulders are pushed back. Hands are underneath shoulders. Belly to your back. And we're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push it back to downward dog. Push it all the way back. We're all the way back to the beginning. Sway those hips side to side nice and slowly as you're pushing your chest to the knees and your belly being pulled up to the sky. Let's bring this left leg up high behind you. 3 kicks. Same thing on this side, guys. Bend that knee and look underneath your left arm, pushing your chest towards that knee still. Straighten it out, coming into your chest for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's bring it all the way through to that left thumb. And we're back into low lunge on the other side. All right, so let's bring this left hand all the way up to the sky. Bring it back down. Switch legs. Right leg up. Left arm up. Right arm up. Switch that to the back again. Left leg up. Right arm up. And we're going to go right up to high lunge. From here, hands come together. Magnetize those palms. Power up. Belly in. Breathe. Up and down for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You just got knocked over by the dogs. Okay, girls, ready to go. All right, we're coming down. Get out of here. Go. Get going. All right, we're coming down those side walls. Coming down to the inside of that left foot. Sorry, dog crossing. All right, we're just relaxing that right leg down, shoelace to the mat. We're wiggling this left foot out to the edge. And that palm comes onto that knee. Just a little pressure on it. Bring that knee in, pushing the knee to palm. And the same thing going out. We're flossing, we're not holding it. Go with your breath. Awesome stuff. One more, leaving it out there. And we're going down to lizard. Awesome. Let's bend that right leg. I'm coming back up, reaching back. Again, you don't need to reach back, and we're just pushing our hip flexor a little bit forward for the added stretch. And bring that leg down. We're wiggling this left foot into the center of the mat, up on your heel, toes to the sky. Okay, look at your right hip this time. Is it above your right knee? All right. And let's push our booty back. Extend that right arm in front. You'll just automatically probably do that. Push your booty back and your chest comes down and breathe. No, 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 Callie. No. No. That'll do. Awesome stuff. All right, guess what? We're going right back into plank from here. High plank. So shoulders back. Lengthen your torso and plank twist to the right. So that right arm comes all the way up. Look at those fingers. And plank twist to the left. Back to plank. And I'm dropping my knees. We're going down to chaturanga. So coming all the way down to the mat. And push your chest up. Just your chest. Let those hips drop. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. And come back down to the mat. And repeat. Chest up. Let those hips drop. Push those shoulders back. Squeezing those shoulder blades. And come all the way back down. All right, back up to plank. To downward dog. And let's walk those hands all the way back to your feet. Bend those knees and roll all the way up. And roll those shoulders back. And we're going to get right into snowbirds from here. So down on one knee, extend your left. Coming right out from your hip, right? All right, rib cage up, belly in. Arms come out. I'm just going to move down my mat a little bit. All right, keeping that belly, the rib cage up and core engaged. Arms are out nice and wide. All right, let's bring this Left arm down to the mat, up a centimeter, and let's bring that hand to your nose and back for 4, 3, keep that core engaged, 2, and 1, and we're going to do 8 wing dips, so touch down. We're going to bring that right arm down your leg, left arm up to the sky. We're going to stay here for a couple seconds, feel the stretch, reach for the sky, and down your left leg, and wing dips. 1. Keep the rib cage up off your hip bones. 2, 3, breathe. 4, 5, 6. We're just doing 6. All right, bring that leg down, hand down, sorry. Right leg up. You're on your knee and your hand, toe pointing down, legs getting heavy, up and down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to toe tap in the front, heel tap on the other side of the mat. Toe, heel, close your hip, your hands on your hip, feel it, open up that hip. Close and open, close and open. One more time. Awesome. Lengthen those limbs and crunch it. Knee to elbow. 1, and extend. 2, bring that belly into your back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and lengthen. And let's come all the way up to the other side. All right, lengthen that left leg. Reset. Shoulders back and relaxed. Rib cage up. Arms are out. Lengthen those arms. Touch down. Up a centimeter and swipe across for 1, 2, 3, and 4, and wing dip, staying up here for a couple seconds just to get that stretch, the feel of it. All right. And wing dips. 1, 2, keep that belly pulled to your back. 3, 4, 5, and 6. And let's bring that hand down to the mat, your left hand on your hip, left leg up, toe pointing down. All right, legs heavy. And let's bring it up and down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And toe tap, close that hip, heel, toe. Open the hip, close the hip. I like this one. It's a movement that you don't normally do on a daily basis, but it's still range of motion for your hip. All right, I'm getting a dog biting my toe. Ow. Now my baby. Okay, you ready? We're going to crunch it. Bring that elbow into the inside and lengthen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And coming all the way back up. And we're going right in to bird dog. You guys are so silly. All right, I think my dogs missed me while I was away. You're being nice, right, Tessa? Tessa has this growly look on her face. All right, so hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, belly to your back. We're going to extend our right arm And left leg. You be nice. You be nice. Bird dog. Lengthen. Breathing. You guys should be doing bird dog. Hey? Yeah. Whoa. Okay, make sure your hip is over top of that right knee and your left hand is underneath your shoulder. Lengthen those limbs. Ready? Let's slide them out to the side for 1, 2, 3, belly in, 4, and bring that hand down, and let's do rainbow tap. So tap on the left side of the mat, bring that leg all the way over to the other side and back for 1, 2, follow with your eyes, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And bring it down, and we're going to go right up to the other side. Right, so bird dog, left arm, right leg, toe pointing down, belly to your back, and breathe. All right, you ready to first slide out to the side. 1, 2, belly to your back, always protecting your back. 3, and 4, and bring that hand back down to the mat and rainbow taps, right side of the mat, and bring it all the way over for 1, 2, 3, belly in, 4, 5, 6, and bring that leg back in. And we are going down to child's pose. Forehead down to the mat and just slowly start swaying side to side. Nice big deep breath in and out. Let's walk those hands over to the right, taking the left cheek off the left heel. 2 breaths. And let's walk those hands all the way over to the left, right cheek off the right heel, and breathe. And come back to center. Let's bring those forearms down to the mat. Open up those knees. Okay, toes are together. We're still in child's pose. Knees apart, feet together, forearms on the mat. We're going to thread the needle. So let's bring that right arm all the way up to the sky. I want you to look at those fingers, open up that chest, and bring that hand through between your elbow and your knee. Palm is up. Bring your cheek down to the mat. I want you to reach for that wall in front of you and push that whole arm into the mat and repeat. All the way up and thread the needle. And bring that hand all the way back, and we're going to thread the needle on the other side. Left arm all the way up. Again, just go slow. Look at those fingers dancing way up there. And thread the needle. Cheek comes down. Nice big deep breath in and out. And repeat. And bring that hand all the way back down as well. All right, let's sit back down, extend those arms. And we're going to slide those hands down the mat towards your knees as you start rolling up. Then roll your shoulders back and forwards. And let's sit down on our mats with our legs extended out in front of us. All right. So sitting nice and tall, rib cage up, belly in, shoulders are relaxed. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle those legs as we're starting to open them up. Open them up as wide as you can. Get up there on those sit bones. All right, sitting up nice and tall. Your belly's to your back. Bring your hands out in front. Push those shoulders back. Okay, rib cage is up off your hip bones. We're going to take this right hand and swipe it behind us, trying to keep that arm straight. All right, your palm goes up at the back, right? So once that left hand is pointing towards that right toe, start coming down, breathing out. Breathe in and out. Lengthen those arms. Coming down a little further with every breath out. And come all the way back up nice and slowly. And we're going to come all the way across to the other side. Nice and slowly coming down. Nice big deep breaths in and out. And come all the way up. And we're going to repeat that again. Coming over to the right and down. And up and across. And come all the way back up. And we're going to walk our hands out in front. Walk as far as you can without hurting. You're going to feel it, but no hurts. Reach and then breathe for 2. Then just collapse wherever you want, wherever you are in that pose. Awesome. All right, come all the way back up. We're going to take this right leg. Oh, let's wiggle those legs a little bit, like almost a quarter. I get movement towards the center, and we're going to bend that right knee. So your right foot is on the inside of that left knee. Okay, this is pose. So you're sitting up nice and tall and just trying to stay on your sit bones. We're just going to put a little pressure on this leg. Now, and again, just breathe. This is my tight hip. Your left toes pointing up to the sky. I'm cricketing and cracketing in there, but I did it. Awesome stuff. All right. And let's do 3 crazies from here. So leaving that leg there, we're going to swipe this left arm all the way around the front, coming up on that knee. Look way back there, lengthen. And that's 1. Push those hips forward. 2. And 3. And let's open up, bring that left foot now to the inner right leg. And again, sitting up on your sit bones. Right toe up to the sky. Try to keep those. See, I was up, my whole right cheek was up off the mat. Try to stay on the mat. You can move around a little bit so you can get that movement. Open up. Awesome. 3 crazies on this side. 1, 2, and 3. And let's come down, leaving those legs out in front of you. All right, and we're just going to do a nice forward fold from here. So let's bring our hands up. Try to reach for the sky. Have your biceps by your ears, reaching all the way up there. Right, reach, reach, reach. And we're going to walk across that ceiling, coming to the wall, down the wall, reaching. Start looking at your knees. All right, coming all the way down. Breathe. Your breath work is taking you. And just collapse down on those legs wherever you may be. If you can reach for your calves, massage your calves. If you can reach your feet, poke and prod and twist and turn. And I just want nice controlled breathing all the way into your belly and back out. Massage your feet or your calves. Both always need a good massage. Awesome. Okay, we're going to roll back up. Roll those shoulders back, bringing our hands out in front of us, sitting tall, rib cage up, belly in. Okay, let's push those shoulders. See how I was reaching? I want those shoulders back into their sockets. All right, we're going to lean back 45 degrees, keeping our belly to our back. Okay, and let's bring that right arm all the way out to the side and back for 4. 1, follow with your eyes. 2, 3, 4, and the other side. 1, 2, keep that belly pulled to your back. 3, and 4, and both arms up, biceps by your ears for 1, 2, 3, and 4. And let's reach for those toes again, coming all the way down to a forward fold. And we're going to roll all the way back up, and we're going to roll all the way back down, vertebrae by vertebrae, coming all the way down to the mat. Extend those arms overhead. Reach from wall to wall. That's bringing your belly to your back, but lengthen those limbs. Right arm, left leg. Left arm, right leg. And your hands are overhead. Let's drag those hands across the floor like a snow angel, trying to keep your whole arm flat on the floor. Bring your knees to your chest, and let's have a nice hug of those knees and roll side to side. Okay, bring those feet down to the mat. Let's bring our arms out to T, and those knees, your feet are up off the mat, okay, and your knees are above your hips. That's where I want them to be. Your belly's pulled to the mat. All right, and let's go bring both knees over to the right, looking to the left. Supine twist, keep your shoulders on the mat, and you can place that hand on top, your right hand on top of the knees, and breathe for 3. Oh, I'm quite tight on this side. Okay, bring that arm back out to T, bringing those knees back up to above your hips. And again, have a look. Make sure they're above your hips, belly to the mat. And we're going to bring them over to the left this time, looking to the right. Place that hand on top of those knees for that added little stretch. And bring those knees back up to center. Give them a nice hug again. Oh, roll side to side and bring those knees down to the mat. And we're going to measure our fingertips to our heels, right? We're going to take this right foot, place it over your left knee and open up that knee. Okay, see how it feels. Bring that knee towards your belly button and take your left hand to that right knee. Push the knee into palm, right? And then open up that knee, keeping the resistance, knee to palm for 3. That's 2. Keep that resistance. And 3. Bring it back and then open up that knee and see how it feels. Should feel better. And then let's grab behind our left knee and line everything up, heel to knee, knee to shoulder. Pull towards your body and push out with that other elbow. Pull and push. And release. And we'll do that one more time. Pull towards your chest and push out with that right elbow, keeping in line. Awesome. And bring that foot back down. Right, and we're going to do the same thing with the other leg. Bring that left foot over your right knee. Open up that knee. Bring that knee in towards your belly button and palm to elbow. Right palm to left knee and push the knee to palm and open up that knee. 2, 3. All right, and then grab behind that right knee, line it up, foot to heel to knee, knee to armpit, pull and push. And breathe. And release. And repeat. Pull and push. All right. Release. Bring those legs back down to the mat. Belly, always pushing the belly to the mat. Give a nice little shakeroo. Right, and then bring them up into your chest again for a nice hug. Roll side to side. And let's hug our left knee and lengthen our right. All right, so hug and lengthen, really lengthen. And switch. Hug the right knee, lengthen the left. And switch. And switch. And bring those feet down to the mat. All right, we're just going to do a nice pelvic roll up. So I want you to measure your fingertips to your heels and your knees should be about hip width apart. All right, we're going to pick up that blueberry with our cheeks. Tilt that pelvis and we're going to roll up our spine all the way up, 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 up. Bring those hips up and let's bring it all the way up to your shoulders. You still have that blueberry. And then let's roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. And release your pelvis. Let go of that blueberry. Okay, pick that blueberry up again. We're going to roll all the way up. Keeping that blueberry there. Let's bring our hands underneath our bodies and clasp our hands together. High bridge. You still have that blueberry. Tuck those shoulders underneath your body. Release those hands, and we're going to roll all the way down and release. Let's hug our knees again. Roll side to side. All right, let's lengthen our limbs from wall to wall. Keeping our belly pulled to the mat. All right, we're going to do some scissor work here. So your hands are clasped behind your head. I want you to lengthen your limbs from wall to wall. Push your belly to the mat. Roll those hips towards your belly button. Right, both hands to right leg. We're piking up to the ceiling for 1. Keeping that belly pulled to the mat. 2, and lengthen those limbs so you're reaching you're reaching up that back wall, across the ceiling to that foot. 5 and 6. Bring that right arm to T, left arm, right leg, pinky to the outside of that foot for 1, 2, 3, belly to the mat, 4, 5, lengthen those limbs, and 6, both hands together. We're going to the left leg now. 1, 2, 3, breathe. 5 and 6. Left hand to T, right arm, left leg. 1, 2, 3, belly to the mat. 4, 5 and 6. All right. Bring both legs up above the hips. I want them above the hips, not over your hips or not behind your hips, right above. And let's open up those legs. Let just gravity work. Let's get those shoulders up off the mat, belly to the mat. All right, let those legs flop open. You're looking straight up to the sky. All right, and let's go crisscross. So bring those legs crisscross, applesauce. Open up those legs and pulse it through with your hands for 1, 2, 3, 4. Crisscross. Open. Pulse it. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Open. Crisscross. Sorry, pulse it through. Nicely done. Bring those knees to your chest. Woo! Lengthen down that mat, and we're going to roll over onto our bellies. For some Superman, we're going to go up for 3. So belly to the mat, belly to the back this time, right? Lengthen those arms, arms and hands up off the mat. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and down. 2, 3, and up. And down. And up. Reach for those opposite walls. Keep the belly pulled to the back. And down. Bring your hands to your shoulders. We're going to push up to child's pose. Reach all the way down that mat. And we're going to drag those hands down the mat towards your knees, up your quads. Roll those shoulders back. And let's sit down cross-legged onto the mat. All right. So let's put a little pressure on those knees. Feeling pretty good. Change it up. Same thing. Sitting nice and tall, right? Your core is engaged. Your rib cage is up off those hip bones. Take that left arm over your right knee. Your head's being pulled up to the sky. Turn around and breathe for 2. Relax those legs. And let's come all the way across to the other side. Same thing, looking behind, head being pulled up. Breathe for 2. Come back to center. Soles of your feet together, bring them in. Open up those legs. Hands come back behind. Let's do some knee taps. Okay, so try to keep your knees on the floor. Push that hip flexor up. Come all the way around. One more per side. All right, let's go lengthwise onto your mat for 3 rock and rolls to ragdoll. All right, belly to your back. Massage that spine. 1, 2. We're going up to our feet. 3. And we're in ragdoll from here. So let's just hang down here. We're going to hang here for a little bit. Cross those arms. Move your neck around. We didn't do any neck stretches this time. Ran out of time. All right. We're going to give those legs a nice big hug. Hug them. Say thank you, legs, for letting me go on this nice bike ride this week. Thank you for letting me do the things I want to do. All right. Relax down. We're going to roll up our spine. So arms are spaghetti. Pulse it, finding the lowest vertebrae, and away you go. Belly in. Roll those shoulders back. And we are done. So let's shake it up. Let it go. This is an important part of the workout. Training the lymph nodes. High five. Have an awesome weekend. Thanks. See you next week, Monday morning.